Hey, how's it going? I'm EG Prime here, and I want to show you one of my favorite junglers right now. It is the one and only Nunu. I'd say he's probably one of the most OP champions at the moment, simply because his snowball is so overtuned. I'd like to run him with Aftershock, although at the moment Phase Rush is the standard because you can just use your E's and get a free Phase Rush proc and get in and out of danger freely. But I like the Aftershock because it gives me more staying power in fights. It gives me tankiness at the start of a fight, which allows me to land easier E's. It allows me to hold on to my R for a little longer before I let it pop. So I'm going to start with Q because I'm not invading, and I'm going to go straight to my red buff. On Nunu, I don't tend to have much variety in my clears unless I think I'm going to get invaded. I like to go for just the red buff because Krugs and Raptors take too long and take too much HP. And then I do a full clear on my blue side, and then I have enough time to gank top or mid and then get the crab. I like to go for double crab if I can, but sometimes you don't have time because you're going for a gank. I'm going to use all of my passive hits, and then I go for one more, and then I shoot with my Q, just so that I'm at the perfect health to heal it all back, and so that I'm not wasting any of these extra hits. Alright, nice. So next I take a point on my W, and I start rolling it from about the exit of Raptors, and I just roll it, touch the tip of the wolves. I like to get all these off, fight down. I like to make sure that both of these wolves are hitting me once my passive starts up, so that I'm hitting all of them. That way when I kill the big wolf, I can just walk away and those small ones die. I'm going to roll this snowball, and I'm going to curve it into my blue buff. I haven't been invaded because I'm against a Zac. Zac is one of the weakest early game junglers at the moment. I'd say he's probably the weakest besides Rammus. Ooh, it was warded, so they know I'm on it. I don't think they can do anything about it though. I'm going to look around, see that top is a potential gank. I can't gank mid, it's too pushed in, and there's no way I'm getting to bot lane in time, so I'm actually going to go for this top gank. I'll ping it out to let this guy know that I'm coming. I'm going to pop a pot, take a point in my E. Alright. Start up my red trinket beforehand. So that, because you can't activate it if you've already started up your W. Okay, mid lane's a bit of a danger zone right now, so I'm going to use my snowball to pop the shield because I know that I'm not going to be ganking mid. Katarina doesn't have teleport. So, okay, one of the most strong things, as Zach's just finished his clear, one of the strongest things about Nunu is he maintains all the speed he starts off his snowball with. So if you start on the plant, you can actually build up a really fast snowball really early on, which is going to catch people off guard. I missed my E's. He's flashed. And that's a free kill. Nice. Alright, Zach's going to be on this scuttle, I assume. And I don't want him to have it. I'll have my Q on my smite, so I'm going to try and steal it. Oh, he got it in time. Damn. That's the thing. Zach has a lot of CC. He can scrape that shield super quickly compared to a lot of other champions. So if that was something like an Olaf, it would have been risky, but I could have stolen it from him. But since it's a Zach, yeah, he just got there a little bit before me. I'm just going to take these Krugs since they're level 1. They're super easy to kill. Not worth quite as much XP as far as I know. I'm going to smite this one. I like to make sure that I get them all roughly around the same time. Then once they're knocked down like that, I like to drag my snowball through them. I missed a couple, but it's not the end of the world. They did buff them at the start of this preseason, although we're on season 11, of course, now, to be worth 12 gold. So it's less worth to leave a few like that, like it used to be. But at this point in time, I'm just trying to speed clear. Zach's bot lane. I could counter gank, but I see more value in the top side of the map right now. Stopping a gank would be valuable, but if I can get all these camps and then get a gank off or just base and get some nice items, I feel like that's a much better use of my time. I don't feel like he can solo dragon, so I'm not sweating. If it was something like an Udyr, maybe I would want to put some pressure on it so that he doesn't get free Drake. But again, it's Zach. Zach's power doesn't really start until he hits level 6, and that's just too late to start messing with the Nunu. Top looks like a potential gank. I'm going to ping it out that I'm on my way. Chances are this is warded. I didn't use my red trinket. I don't want to get pulled under. Just using that to land a little bit of damage, and then I'll like to go back. I'll use my red trinket actually, but now I'm backing. Ooh. Okay, so when you're thinking of what first item you want to build on Nunu, it's best to look at what damage types everyone has and how much CC they have that you can actually protect yourself from. So Zach is mostly knockups. I'm not going to buy Tenacity then, because actually there's actually a lot of slows from the bot lane, so I am going to build Tenacity. As for my mythic, I tend to go Iceborne Gauntlet on Nunu. I just think it's the strongest. Sunfire Aegis is good because you get the bonus attack speed off your passive, so you get that explodey effect, but I like the extra size and the extra HP you get on Iceborne, and I also like its little slow, because if you roll a snowball into someone, land that, you don't need to start throwing your snowballs, your mini snowballs, at them immediately to keep them slowed, so you can actually CC chain someone for an obnoxious amount of time. I'm going to get my red buff, and I'm going to look to either go bot or do Drake here, I think. That was a mistake. I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to W. It removes all slows. I'm going to ping it. One of the most important things when ganking is pinging, because most of the time people aren't paying attention. I'm going to stay on her head. I didn't mean to take that kill. That was really bad of me. I was just anticipating a heal or something. I didn't mean to double that. Double steal. Woo! Let's go, baby. Oh, Kassadin. I'm going to try and protect this Lux from the Kassadin with my snowball. If I saw Kassadin coming up, I was going to use my W to try and cancel anything. I don't have a red ward, a pink ward, so I'm a little scared to go on to Drake. But I can just do this instead. And it works out quite nicely. I'm going to make sure that I get the crab. If you're going to use your E to stop the crab, make sure that you actually hit the crab. If you haven't hit the crab and your passive goes off, you don't actually get the shield scrape on it. This is annoying. There's a Kassadin lurking, which is making me really nervous. I don't want to bump into Kassadin, even though he's only level 6. A 2v1 isn't favorable. Especially with Seraphine. I feel like Seraphine is one of the most overtuned champions right now. She has a lot of damage, a lot of CC. Especially once she has her Imperial Mandate, but she doesn't have that right now. Which is fortunate because I don't have any MR. We might be able to get a kill here. He's used his ulti. I think that was a rough usage of ulti. I'm going to do this. We're going to pop him. I'm going to use my potion so that I can stay in here, and I'm going to try and get away. Nice. All right, we came out on top. No. That was extremely fortunate. Alright, so I can actually afford my Iceborne Gauntlet. You want to back when you can afford an item, usually. And then it's a matter of choosing whether you want to complete your first item or complete your boots first. I tend to only complete my boots first if I'm behind, just because it's a very cheap good stats, and if your mythic's going to be delayed anyway, might as well just go for the boots. But since I'm 303, doing pretty well, I'm just going to make sure I get my mythic. It's going to open up more gank opportunities. Also, since I'm doing this well with 80% KP, I might look to get a Dark Seal. Dark Seal is quite standard on Nunu, especially on his Phase Rush build, where you tend to want more damage, so that you go in, you do damage, and then you escape. I like it on the tanky build because I'm in fights for longer, so I'm getting more stuff off. I'm hitting more E's, I'm charging up my ult for longer, so that extra AP really helps out. This isn't going to work out, this gank on Kassadin. I'm kind of just doing it because I want to get to the bottom side of the map. Drake's still up and I want to get it. I'm nervous about Garen. I think Garen's going to get killed. Set plus a Zack's a really nasty fight, and Kassadin's going to pinch him off if they get into a proper fight. Ooh, I'm on a ward. This, yeah, this is not going well. I'm potentially going to make a really int play here. I'm going to hold on to my Q. I'm going to try to escape this without using flash. Yeah, she's not pressing me. Alright, sadly mid died for that, but I say Drake is more valuable than Katarina's life. She'll be in this game in the late game anyway, so like, it's not the end of the world. Max E second. Some people max W second on Nunu for the extra speed. I haven't seen that in too much recently. I think Predator Nunu used to do it, but I don't rate Predator Nunu. I think champions like Nunu and Rammus, where you already have speed built into the kit, and Hecarim, it's just excessive at that point. That's not to say that something like a Turbo Chem tank isn't good on those champions. It's just that I think that the value you get from something like a Phase Rush or an Aftershock is just way, way stronger. Again, I don't think this is really going to pan out. I'm just doing this because I want to be on the top side of the map. Whenever I want to cross over sides of the map, if I can go for a gank, I will, even if it's not the best gank. I'm going to start pinging so that Gareth knows that he's about to get ganked here. I'll do my best to try and save his life. We might even get some stuff out of this, actually. Yeah, nice. He's probably dead. I'm going to chomp a minion. Chomping a minion is usually more of a safe option because you're healing more off it. See, look at that huge heal you get. That's partly where Nunu gets such an early game reputation, in my opinion, since you already have a point in your queue from level 1. When you're ganking, as long as you have your queue up, you can tower dive, you can tank an absolute... I'm trying not to swear. You can tank a lot and you can survive. It just becomes a bit of an issue once they start to get grievous wounds, but I don't know, I haven't seen many grievous wounds yet this season. Not as many as last season. And they buffed it this patch too. They made it 3 seconds instead of 2. I see that bot lane's going to get ganked. My snowball's up. I'm going to start rolling it now. I'm going to ping so that they know that I'm on my way. This is going to go really well, I think. I'm just going to go for her. This isn't going to go well anymore. The reason I thought that was going to go well was because I didn't think Ashe was going to get there. And I thought that we were going to be able to pinch at least 1 kill and turn it into maybe 2. Didn't turn out quite as I thought, but oh well. You win some, you lose some. I still don't have any deaths, so I can't really complain. Drake's up in 2 minutes. That's telling me that I need to back soon. You want to back around objective timers, typically. Your item power spikes and objective timers. Ooh, bot lane looks scary there. Oh no, they won. Nice. Alright, so... Ooh, we can potentially get this cast in here. Nice. Yeah, Lux is a really powerful champion. He's basically the same as Seraphine in terms of just pure aggression. That damage and that CC is nutty. Alright, I've been seen on this, but I'm going to just do it anyway because chances are they weren't actually looking at their minimap. And once you're starting to get really far ahead, heralds are a really good idea. I should have gone for an earlier herald because it's a Zac and he can't really contest it. You want to get your herald by the 14-minute mark so that you can lay it down and get free tower platings. That's a really good way of snowballing leads. If you like start the game with 2 or 3 kills, you can snowball a lane that's behind, or you can get a lane that's really far ahead, even further ahead. It's like, it just opens up a lot of possibilities. I'm going to take this, I'm going to instantly roll a snowball because I see something's going on my mini-map. Ooh, this looks like it could be really, really nice. I'm going to stay on her, now I'm going to flash on her. Oh, I tried to get her with my E snare before it timed out. It's a bit of a shame. I think we still get her. I'm going to... Ooh. I hope my team doesn't leave me here. Right, they didn't. Alright. I'm gonna drop Herald mid. So I think we can get at least 1 tower out of this, maybe the inhib too. And then I want to go for Drake. I'm not going for Drake instantly because as long as we don't die here, we should be able to get that too. Alright, this is a bit more... Oh, Katarina. I'm gonna knock him up to stop him. I'm gonna use this for the shield and just stomach it and die. Alright. I held on to my gold a little too long there. Maybe if I'd had some of those items, I might have been able to do more in that fight, but oh well. You can't exactly put a price tag on staying on the map. It's almost invaluable. That's why dying is so bad. It's not necessarily the gold you give to the enemy team, it's just how far behind you put yourself. Alright, so looking at the damage types, I see quite a lot of AD. Kassadin still has room to scale. He hasn't bought his Archangel yet. So I'm actually unsure what item to go next. Nunu has a really high win rate with Dead Man's Plate. Not so much Force of Nature because he likes the out of combat movement speed more than the in combat movement speed. But I think I am going to go for a Force of Nature. I'm going to get these, I'm going to get my seal, and that's all I can fit in my inventory at the moment. But that's good enough. The Dark Seal is just in case I don't die again. I'm going to be picking up a lot of AP. Alright, I'm going to go for my Raptors. Misfortune's decided that my blue side jungle is hers now. That one wasn't dying. They usually die if they are within 60 hit points of dying, unless they're a buff monster like red buff or blue buff. In which case it hangs on 1 HP. Ooh. Nice, we got his flash. I'm gonna roll my snowball. I tend to roll my snowballs even when I don't see a play just yet, just because of how long the snowball lasts. There's a chance that by the time your snowball has finished, you'll find something to hit with your snowball. Nice! He's just ulted me into my team. My team's just gonna annihilate him. I dodged the true damage that he deals. If you didn't know the middle of set's W, it looks like a little pin or a needle. It does true damage, which is a tank's worst enemy, because all of the resistances you bought are worth nothing. You don't tend to have too much HP on tanks early game. HP is what you tend to buy later. Ooh. Nice. Nice. I'm just looking for one of them to pounce on us and make a mistake. I'm going to smite it just to make sure we get it. I'll tank 1 tower shot for her. Cancelled his... Ulti, I think that was his ulti. Alright, Ashe is going to be back up now, so this is stressful. We're going to have to try to get this really quickly. Might even be able to get 2. I don't think we'll be able to end off it though. Yeah. Alright, so when you're this far ahead, ideally you want to just start farming the enemy jungle's camps because they're going to be defending their base at this point. If you didn't know, if you leave one of the little creeps, it doesn't allow the camp to respawn. So ideally you want to... I messed it up there, but ideally you want to leave just one of the small ones. For Krugs, that's if you can... I'm struggling with my words because I'm thinking about too many things at once. If you leave the original medium Krug, the camp doesn't respawn, but if you kill the original medium Krug and the original big Krug, it does respawn. Alright, I am gonna go to my red side jungle now. Actually, no, I'm gonna go and help Katarina out. There's a chance she gets caught out, and I want to be able to help follow up with her. She's been doing a lot of damage. As the tank, you really want to be peeling for your main carry and trying to make picks for them by catching people out. That's what I cancelled beforehand. I think it was his stride breaker, not his ulti. I was wondering because he'd used his ulti recently. Oh, Prowler. He went Prowler on set? I didn't know that was a thing, if I'm honest. Alright, this looks like danger. I'm going to look for a minion to eat. I'm going to use my flash to get out if I have to. I don't have enough to follow up on that. Nice. Alright, and that should be game. Should be, being the operative. Alright. I didn't use it in time. My bad. Alright, and that should be game. Not the cleanest game, but I hope you learned some things, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I've been EG Prime. Thanks for watching. Bye.